So let's talk about the medical model versus the educational model. I find that a lot of parents get caught between not really understanding the difference. And there is an obligation to make sure that your child is receiving appropriate services from an educational perspective, which is very different from what they might need medically.
And again, this goes back to assuming that you understand what your school district's legal obligations are. Many parents are privately paying for services that actually they would be entitled to under the IDEA because the parent has assumed that the service is medical when in fact it's educational. So as an example, if a child has an emotional disability and the parent is providing therapy outside of school in order to support the child in school, well, arguably that service might be covered under the IDEA, but the parents just assumed it's a medical expense, and that's that, and they never even asked for it.
Well, and it cuts both ways, Jen, because on the other hand, you could have something that really is medical and you're asking the school to provide that. As an example, sometimes this gets involved with occupational therapy services or physical therapy services. And so you need to be aware of what is the educational need versus the medical need.
That's right. There are a whole lot of areas in which the IDEA is very complex and what the school district's obligations are very complex. And so just don't make any assumptions about it because it's not so easy as all of that. You want to make sure that you know as much as you can and learn as much as you can and talk to as many people as you can to become empowered. That's certainly our goal. But don't make a blanket assumption that you're certain about it just because you read it in black and white.